Bingus bongus big chungus. Aye. It's Saturday. It's a bit after 2 p.m. because we're doing D&D. At least that's right. That's what you're gonna see today. Hey, stream, how you doing? I got here. Got the whole squad. Got the whole gang. Got the whole party. We're all just vibing. Um, but don't forget. Just don't forget about some. Uh, that it is Saturday. Fury Shadow. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fury Shadow, and today, it's a bit after 2 on a Saturday, and so we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play some D&D. Um, so first, I'd like to say that today's sponsor is We Don't Have One. Must have. Would anybody like to give a recap of the last session?
I believe it's your turn, brother.
Me? After Rail left, Pan grabbed his bandages and ran up them around Albin's rain neck wound. After hiding his companion in a nearby bush, Pan checked the mostly burnt building for loot. He searched down the cellar that smoked, found ladder, and after climbing down, he found himself in some type of room. He looked in the dresser and found weird stuff. He looked on the desk and he found a weird thing. The sign said not to sit on it, so he decided to test it by placing random dresser stuff on it before sitting on it himself. After sitting on it, the magic thing started talking. After their talk, red ninjas appeared out of nowhere, attacking Pan Pan. After the fight, the ninjas escaped with the mystery thing, leaving behind a single cucumber. Upon eating it, it starts to transform into another vegetable. After finishing it, he starts to feel strange. He walks back up to Elbin to help him recover. Yin, Yin turns into a horse. Finally, eats some strange food, stuffs it into his bag. After walking for a while, he finds a hobbit with some nice pants. Walks away as he assumes he stole them. The hobbit asks him to come back and stops and listens to him. One thing led to another, and now he's riding Yin wearing a cowboy hat while country music starts playing in his head. After a while, he lets Yin go back to where he came from in exchange for some fancy clothes. He's transported back home where he finds his brother and a lot of insults. I forgot what happens next.
Just for the record, I willingly came back on my own accord after I accidentally profiled a hobbit that looked like a goblin. Also, I like how you said you. I like how in the notes you said that you're taking a break and you'll fix it later, and then you just never did during the 2 weeks that we couldn't show up.
Uh, I forgot.
Okay, since it ended with me last time, I think it should start with Elvin and Pan Pan again.
I'm taking liberty of the fact that Elbeen is still unconscious.
Pan feels his skin begin to burn and ripple. Begins to change its colors, becoming a crimson instead of its usual color.
Bit of technical problems at the moment. Our Wi-Fi is cutting out a little bit. Give it a second. Sorry, just some reason. I'm like 9%. Of course. Our Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit. I'm like 90% sure it's over now. So, can you please say that again? We missed a little bit of it because our Wi-Fi is stupid.
Pan's skin begins to shift and boil. It begins to turn crimson, and it hardens. Small growths.
That's what you get for eating random food.
Small growths begin to appear on his skin. They're sharp, like needles. And once they're in a density of multiple per square centimeter, like 3 to 4 per square centimeter. As they extend to a length of 6 to 7 inches, they begin to sprout smaller pieces from the side of them, slowly modifying until they begin to look like something almost resembling feathers. A small ball of light appears in front of Pan. It darts up out of the ground before it launches itself into Pan's eye, and he views a vision. There's a great howl. The barbarians breach the gate of some wall. A lone man greets him, hunched over. He raises his gaunt face to reveal one of his eyes glowing with purple flame. He holds up a circlet of brightly colored scales, and he utters several words of power as a cloud of hornets erupt from the ground. An impenetrable barrier of buzzing that drives back the horde of barbarians. For Pan's vision has returned to him, and he finds himself somewhere. Nowhere. Everywhere at once. He can't quite perceive exactly where he is, but he doesn't feel alive anymore. A sort of half-death in between life and death. Before the perspective shifts, the camera pans out to another figure. You dumb butt. Introduce your character.
I'm not sure how to introduce him.
You've decided
Just
to
say
play.
his name in class.
Yeah.
What? You all talked at the same time.
Say his name and then say his class.
His name is Giroy. He's a half-elf bard.
Where is he?
What?
Where is he? Where do you want him to be? He has to be somewhere nearby here, but what are the circumstances that brought him here, and where is he near this half-dead
Guess,
Albion?
guess he would have been working in the pub that they burned down.
Alright. Alright. So, he observes the burnt town. Vacant, except for a great flaming comet that circles up and jets into the sky. A lone figure lays on the ground, under a web of silk.
I'll investigate it.
Well, hey Justice, how would you describe
Yes.
how would you describe how Elbin looks in this moment?
Dead. He's, for all this man knows, he's victim of a giant man-eating spider.
Maybe get left.
For this man, for this man called Elbin is unconscious on the floor and trapped in a web.
It would appear that the spider came to attack its prey, but it had too many to drag away, so it left one behind to come back for later.
I'm just sloppy leftovers.
Yes.
I guess I'll try to cut him out the spider web. See if he's still alive.
You said you're going to melt it?
I'm gonna cut the spider web
With
and
what?
check to see if he's alive.
What are you
With
cutting it with?
with a dagger.
Yes, alright. Takes a bit of time because there's so many strands, but you are able to cut it and remove the webbing. It's rather sticky and it sticks to your hands at first, but you're able to eventually get all the silk off your hands as well.
Five more minutes.
Yeah, that's very. Yeah, let's.
They, they'll try to wake him. Wait. Yes, I'll try to wake him up.
Well, he wakes up. Wake up. Who are you?
Gilroy, sir.
I don't know you.
Oh, I don't know either, but saw you were stuck in this spider web.
Oh. Hey, do you happen to see a fat man with his own gravitational pull anywhere nearby?
And still like there, or
No,
see on. Okay.
he's the comet
Um,
that I mentioned earlier.
uh,
Oh,
okay.
it's unfortunate.
No, don't think so. No, I don't think I've seen anyone like that.
Oh, well, he must have left too. Do you know what that is above us?
The comment?
I suggest we go very far away from this comet, considering it's right above us.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Better yet, it's going away. You've never seen a comet
Oh,
go away before.
he probably just has social anxiety. Very well then. Um, since you've helped me, I must give you some information of the recent events that have transpired. Well, as I said, arson. Then, hey,
Just for clarity, if Yin took a long rest
sorry, that
after...
happened.
Oh, he's back. If Yin
Um,
took a long rest right after his whole got out of the thing and took a long rest, does that mean that now they're doing their entire story while Yin's just still sleeping?
Yes, that
This
is
part is
correct.
happening while Yin's sleeping, or
Well, no, I
okay,
mean Yin
nice.
is awake in horse form, walking at the moment. But yeah, a night is going to have
Oh,
to
okay,
pass before we get to Yin. Yes, yeah. I like to keep
okay,
things
makes sense.
chronologically about the same.
so, I accidentally got our captain killed, and me and my friends proceeded to accidentally get ourselves sold into slavery. We came here because that would be our only way of escape, and it was what we were tasked on doing. We committed some arson and identity theft, and here we are. Oh, one of our teammates left, and I have no idea where the fat man is.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
Like how you met a new person, completely blank slate, yet you couldn't make yourself sound less of a war criminal.
A few bad apples will ruin the whole barrel. It is the nature of those who've been touched by evil to corrupt any who they touch. They cannot control it, it's just their nature.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Um, well, on our on my journey, I have accidentally killed my adoptive mother. So that's what I'm trying to reverse. So I basically have to die, go get her and our captain, bring them both back, and that's my current objective.
Oh. Uh,
Also, if you happen to see any giant three-headed monster, don't worry about it. He's cool. He'll just silently watch us from a distance.
okay.
Oh.
So why are you here?
Help me. Well, I had a gig that I set up at this now burnt building,
Oh,
and it just here we are now.
I see. Um, well, you could join me on this great adventure if you
Okay.
want, considering this town is ashes.
And then what to do? I'm just glad they paid advance.
Do you happen to have any way to communicate with people over vast distances?
I I have message.
Hmm. So, did that work on people who are both alive and dead, or just alive?
Well, I have to see them. Uh,
Oh.
yeah.
Um, if you saw them on, let's say, very accurate drawing, or a person really, really looked like them, would you able to send a message to the person that they're trying to draw or impersonate? Or would you send it or to the person that's drawing or impersonating?
I think it won't. I think it only works up to about 120 feet.
Oh.
I don't know if it works on pictures yet.
Well, the reason I asked is because I can always do this. I would like to cast, and disguise self and turn into Yin. I can look like anybody I've ever seen.
Wow. That It's amazing.
For identity theft, yes? Well, I guess we should just walk in that general direction. I'm just gonna point into anywhere I can see.
Okay.
It appears that this village you're on is near the sea. There's a great shelf of cliff face that surrounds it on two sides, with another side being beach and another side being grasslands that leads to the ruins of some kind of military fortification. Seeing as I don't think that any of you can just walk up a cliff, and you don't have climbing gear, and you don't have a boat, the best
I have a
direction for you to
giant
go in.
bird.
How big?
Well, big enough for me to ride on him once. I'm not exactly how large he is, but I was able to ride on him once. So I assume I can ride on him again.
I do not remember you riding on him, but alright then.
It was when we were still on the ice raft, that it couldn't hold that many people, so I volunteered to ride on Raven, so I did.
I remember nothing about the ice raft not being able to hold enough people.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
just
think.
because it's been a few weeks, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't remember.
think that this must have been another campaign. You must be like mixing up some details because I don't remember this.
That's fine. It's fine.
Besides, in order for a bird to be able to carry you, they need to be much bigger than that. Like, like, sure, the bird has like a 6-foot wingspan, but that's not human carrying size.
Yeah.
Might be
Birds
able to
are
pick
all
up a cat. Could probably pick up a cat though.
Yeah, just a general rule, I think, is that pretty sure that something that weighs less than you can't really pick you up.
Right. Does Misty Step work on multiple people? Let's say I'm touching another person and I cast it. Would it work on the other person as well?
Uh, that's a good question.
Look at the
Yeah, that
spell
only-
description, because some teleportation spells say that you can bring willing targets with you. So if it doesn't say that, then I'm pretty sure.
No,
Well,
it's only you.
it doesn't say that.
It's only
So-
you.
You said that there was a military base nearby, correct?
Yes, yes, there was.
Well, since I can see it, I would like to cast Misty Step and and request some help.
What do you mean? You're going to cast Misty Step and request some help?
I would like to cast Misty Step to get to the military base. 1 second, I'll be right back.
It's 240 feet away.
Well, does Gilroy or whatever his name is have any ideas?
Only thing I can imagine is either metal to melt the door down, or visibility to walk straight in.
You're like far away from it. The problem is not getting in there; it's actually getting there.
It's just walking, right?
He's just walking.
Unless it's across water.
What?
I said unless it's across like water.
No. It's across a grassy field.
I'm back.
That's like 200 feet away.
240 feet away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let me get as close as I can.
You can walk over there.
I would like to walk.
Okay. You're there. The structure is... The stone is slightly green. Sure, I don't have
Hello, good military people. I would like your help.
crickets. Chirp, chirp.
Is there nobody around, or do they just refuse to answer me?
I'm like 90% sure he said this was a ruins of a military base.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see if there's any food or weapons here. Any answers to anything. Wait, Gilroy, are you from this world? Because me and my crew aren't. So we're trying to go back. Because, I mean, it seems like you know this place quite a bit. So, I need to ask you, do you happen to be from this world? Or are you in the same boat as us and you just happen to be here?
Yeah, I'm from this world.
Um,
I mean, you guys are aliens.
sorry?
Are you guys? I mean, you and your friends were aliens. Or
I really can't understand what you're saying.
He's asking if you and your crew are aliens, since you're talking about other worlds.
You could say that. Not like
I mean, I hadn't thought
sky
of it that
above
way, yeah.
alien.
Like, I hadn't
Aren't
thought of it.
sky
Yeah.
above alien. But we're from another place. Don't worry about it.
okay. Yes. Can we just like walk through the door? This military base, or is it blocked off?
Oh, yeah. As you get around the walls, there's like a cloth structure held up by sticks. I forgot the word for that. A tent. Yeah, that's the
Teepee?
word. A tent. Yeah, that's the word for it.
Oh.
You see a tent. It's white, pretty big. Looks like it could looks like it could hold a bunch of people. Maybe It's round.
You want to go first?
Sure. I guess I'll peek to the side of the tent.
As you walk over to the tent, you feel a crunch as you look down to see that you've stepped on a bone. Now that you're examining the ground, there's a lot of bones around here.
Seems like we weren't the first people to commit some more crimes.
What?
You keep saying we when it's just you.
It's true, it's just you.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
it's kind of sad.
I look inside the tent.
There appears to be a stout, red-robed man with a shaved scalp taking a nap on top of a wooden table. Sitting around the table are a lot of bones. Like, there's at least 400 bones in there.
Being at this point is also looking inside of the tent. Gilroy, do you happen to have any water on you?
It's a fly in my room. Okay, got it. Oh, what did you say?
Do you happen to have any water on you? Or any liquid in general?
Yeah. Why?
Okay, wake him up.
Come up.
Wake him up.
So I cast minor illusion.
Hmm?
As minor illusion, a sound, the
I-
loud bell.
I think Elvin meant, like, pour the water on them. Pretty sure that's what Elvin meant.
Oh, I did.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
I'm
minor
going-
illusions are silent.
Yeah,
I was
it
going
is.
to, torture
Yes.
information out of him with the water.
Oh, you cruel motherfucker. You don't deserve to live. You don't deserve to live. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. Like, seriously, God is not watching. God is not watching. But if they were, you would be dead. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you?
I mean, I have the ability to, and we need information.
What the heck is your alignment?
Neutral good.
No, it is not. You are chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Doing what's good for the party.
No, it isn't. There are many other ways to solve this. This method helps you and only you.
Oh, it helps Gilroy, because he's getting information and
What
amusement.
But does Gilroy want it? Does he want this to happen?
Roy, do you want me? Do you want me to get some valuable information? Valuable information that could help us, help you, help me find the rest of my team,
Yes,
help
but
me
not this
get out of
night.
here. See, don't you want me to get
Don't
some valuable information?
don't be a
Yes,
coward.
Some
but not this
information that
Don't
night.
could
be a
be really
coward.
useful
Yeah, don't be a coward and try to
for the
withhold the
both of
fact that
us.
you're gonna torture them, okay? Don't be a coward and withhold that detail. Tell them the whole story and see what they think.
Yeah,
Like,
join this guy you met like at most an hour ago to go waterboard some poor sleeping
like,
man.
yeah, like,
He obviously is not some everyday man. He's wearing some red robe with a shaved head near a whole bunch of bones. Nobody just has that many bones around his table in his tent. No regular good human being. If this man is not on the evil scale of the alignments, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
stop
that
you,
would.
but I'm not going to stop you, but I will judge you, you know? And I will criticize you harshly, but I'm not going to stop you because, well, that's kind of my duty as a dungeon master. I have to pass judgment. like, you know?
Anyway, Gilroy, wake him up.
Yeah.
Sorry, my blings into my room. What'd you say?
Wake him up.
Okay. I still cast Fire Illusion.
Let me be honest, I don't think illusion's gonna do all that well on a guy who's sleeping.
It says you can create a sound. Its volume can range from a whisper to a scream.
Are you going to enter the tent to do this? Or are you going to stay outside?
I'm staying outside.
He sits up. Hmm. Oh my. Oh, I've got to get out and see what's happening. Well, I don't see anything. Oh, fuck, are they back in my tent? No. Shit, there was a fire. Oh, well, that's someone else's problem. Back to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm writing the session notes as this is going on, so I can remember every single bit of war crimes you're doing in excruciating detail.
Did Gilroy wake him up?
I did.
So, Gilroy, I suggest you stay out here and cover your ears. Do not do not come in the tent, or you may see some things that you do not wish to see.
Okay, sure. I'll stand guard.
Okay. I would like to walk in with the water hovering close beside my head.
Good day. Have you perchance come to make a purchase?
Type of purchase.
Depends, what do you want? Black oil?
Depends.
Rope?
What do you
Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough silvers.
Are you making me feel kind of bad? I have some good items here.
That's one.
I want some information.
Information.
Yes.
About what?
About where I am, how I got here, and where is my captain.
Well, where you are is, well, that's easy. Here is the great, well, they're not so great anymore, but the once great Well of Owl. I would assume you knew that, because after all, you must have come here for some reason. As for how you got here, I can't say I have any idea of how you would have gotten here. Can't say I do. After all, you're the one who carried yourself here. And your captain, I wouldn't know either. I didn't travel with you. But, while you're here, would you like to buy a bone? Or perhaps any of the other wares I have for sale. Please, they're nice and fresh.
Brings up some of my other questions. Why the bones? Why are there so many bones? Probably worse than you. And still, why the bones? I don't own this many bones. Why do you own this many bones?
I've been here for a while. Many things have died.
How large are these bones?
Oh, I'd say they've got a nice range. If you want, well, I can make a whole lot of things. For if you want a needle, I can make small ones. You see, these are very small ones here, these ribs from a fish. But over here, my friend, we have these large toes of a great, some great lizard. These can make quite a good pick. I fix them to a handle and you could have a war pick. Very fine bones. But of course our largest bone is over here. This is the thigh bone of the same lizard. Look at its length, over 4 feet of bone. It is quite solid, and it could be a handle for some weapon. Or better yet, it could, even if you're strong enough, it could be the head of your hammer. Tell me, what kind of bone?
Hammers aren't really my thing. Why the hair? What's with the hair? Like, I get you use your hair to express yourself and whatever, but you can't express yourself if there's no hair. Why? What's up with the do?
I was already beginning to lose some hair, so I shaved the rest of it off to make it even.
How much stuff do you have, all in total? And is it already physical, or do you, like, conjure it up?
How much stuff do I have? I don't know, I haven't counted. And I conjure it. Why? What are you looking for in specific?
Of course you do.
What are you looking for?
Do you have anything that would be able to help me communicate with people over vast distances?
Communication. Yeah, I have this earring. Huzzah! Behold, an earring. This pair, if one of you wears one and the other of you wears the other, you will be able to communicate from any distance.
How much is it?
10 million yucat.
Do you take water?
Water?
Yes.
What kind of water?
Special water.
From where? Where'd you get it from?
Belly of a great beast.
Is it this water floating beside you? Is this the water you described?
Yes. It has magical properties. As you can see, it can turn from ice to liquid very easily. It can change shape and color very easily for any long time periods even.
Yes.
How about a trade? Those earrings for all of this water.
Sure, I'd be willing to trade, but not for that quantity of water. You'd need to produce me at least 20 times that much water for this to be a fair trade.
I see. Leon, how smart would you say you are?
Very. I'm a
Very.
shopkeep. I have to be smart.
I see. Okay. Would you take the blood of a very rich person of royalty? Not all of the blood, but quite a bit. And this water.
You'd have to show me this blood. I must analyze it. Get a feel for it, see how much I think it's worth first. But yes, if it is rare enough blood, then yes, that I could make that deal. Please, show me this blood.
1 second, please. I would like to walk out of the building, cast Disguise Self, and turn myself into Yin. And then proceed to walk back in.
Oh, my good sir, I haven't seen you since Thunder Tree. How has your life been taking you?
Well,
Alright.
Are you trying to scam and commit war crimes against a family friend of Yin?
yes. However, this man is nice, so I won't torture him unless he just completely outright refuses to give me those earrings.
Your friend mentioned something about the blood of a noble, the blood of someone royal.
Yeah, me. If you don't believe that I'm noble enough, you can just take his because I'm sure it'd be fine.
Alright.
Question: does he have to roll like what was it? Deception when he's trying to pretend to be me?
No. It's been a while. People change. Hmm.
I'd like to pull out my sickle, prick my finger, and give him some of the blood.
Hmm. I see. Excellent deception, I'd say. You, but you shouldn't have given me the blood just then. You could have disguised it, tied it up, made it seem as though it really was his blood, and just leave it in a flask. Then I would have exchanged with you, and you would have gone quite a bit far away before I realized. But
You see, this man is my captain. I only need these earrings because I'm trying to find him.
hmm. Tell me, how'd you lose him? What happened?
He died.
Hmm. He,
But he's not fully dead. You see, he turned into this crystal here. So he's still alive. And we know for a fact he's still alive because he still he still brings this stupid Fae lady um still you always have this stupid Fae lady come who obviously was very tired. She probably worked a 9 to 5 job, didn't get her coffee ever, and had 3 children. But she would always heal us, and every time he cast it, she would always just appear, and she still sometimes appears next to the crystal, so he knows he's still somewhat alive.
no, that boy actually did it. I never thought he had it in him.
But to die.
No.
Give me a second. I have to go deal with my siblings. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Always talked about his great dreams of becoming a great wizard of nature. Appears that he's finally achieved them. That crystal is quite a fine artifact. I'll trade you these earrings for that crystal.
Did you take anything else?
You haven't shown me anything else of equal value yet.
What about my blood? You know that it's not his, but who's to say my blood isn't equal?
I've seen your blood. It's on my finger. No.
Oh.
It is not the same. But that crystal... Now that is quite a fine artifact. I know quite a few experiments I could do with it.
Yeah, but isn't this like the only thing that's left of him in the material plane?
Yes, that's what makes it special.
So, how would we find him after this? If we don't have the crystal anymore.
Well, I don't know. I am not trained in that field. But
I want you to know something. See, this water can do more things than just everything I listed. For instance, it can, I don't know, go into every orifice you have, make it to where you cannot breathe, and even if you try to breathe, it'd be like you'd be drinking water. The water would be killing you. Slowly, but you die. Quickly. I could just do that, but instead I'm bartering with you instead. So please, can we come to some sort of reasonable agreement?
did you steal this crystal? Did you
No.
steal it?
I didn't steal it.
Were you the one who killed him?
Technically, no.
Hmm. Ah.
See, I may have stolen a few more prayer beads than I was supposed to be able to take. He lied for me, proceeded to die because a god smote him. Now he's this.
You took a devil into a church.
No, him being... That's racist. Are you seriously accusing my friend for just being the race he is? That's why he was killed? Wow. I can't believe you. I'm going to get whatever version of CNN this world has here right now. About that.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Nobody. This man is racially profiling you. Nobody would ever buy from you again. You'd go out of business. Nobody would ever buy your bones or want to do business with you again. How's that? Nobody would ever talk to you or even think about coming into this little rat trap you call a tent. Now, I could very well not do that in exchange for those earrings, but since you have racially profiled and been completely unexcusably a horrible person, I'd appreciate those earrings.
Not calling the kettle black.
What is your passive perception, Elbean?
For wait, 14.
21 succeeds. You find a great pair of iron doors close around you. Your body is pierced from all angles by needles. And you
Can I still see him?
No. You feel
Oh.
as if your entire... You feel as if your blood has lit on fire.
Is there anywhere I can see other than these iron doors?
57 acid damage.
Oh, well. Well. See, when you only have 11 hit points, that doesn't really help. This is not okay. My last words, I will hopefully attempt to call Gilroy for my help. But I assume that would not help me at all.
Gilroy! What do you do?
Surprisingly, I think the world is safer now that Elpin's inside that.
As I go to Owen, see what happened.
Gilroy has heard this entire exchange between them.
Okay. So I rush in to heal him. With Cure Wounds.
You have to touch them to do that.
And then Healing Word.
Oh my my. He's got friends too. Who are you? How long have you been here? I've seen you before, and I didn't think you'd ever decide to ally with someone like this.
Um,
You seemed like the local, like the innocent local performer. What has come upon you? What was your reason?
I, I ignore him to help me, the shopkeeper, to let him out.
No, I don't think I will. They came onto my land, tried to make a bargain, and then when I would not accept it, they tried to threaten me. Now I will take them and I will go and transport them to a safe distance about 100 miles away from here.
Um,
If they are really so inclined to come back and try the deal again, then they may walk back.
can we just
All right, little sister problems. My brother said. Now, alternatively, Pat, internally, Gilroy, you could cast heat metal on the Iron Maiden type thing and end one of the world's up and coming warlords quickly.
come back? Um,
I'll be right back. Sorry.
uh, could could I instead just take him our way? He doesn't have to die while here transporting him.
Alright. Yes, alright, alright, you can take him away if you like. Go on. There, I've released it.
Thank you very much. So I take Albin.
And by the way, the poison will keep them unconscious for another 24 hours. Until then, 24. Or if they are particularly strong, they could be resolved in as soon as 10 minutes. Depends on their strength, but in any case, start walking.
So what happened?
Okay. Thank you. I guess I drag Albin away.
Make sure to come back and do more business.
Will do. I leave.
Alright then.
So what happened in that short amount of time that I was gone?
I convinced him to let you go so that I can take you away from there instead of him. He said the poison. He said the poison keeps you knocked out, or will keep you knocked out for, I think it was 24 hours, or as little as 10 minutes if you're really strong, particularly strong. I mean, now I'm just dragging you away from base.
Did you at least get the earrings?
I did not.
Well, Elvin's unconscious, and we're just gonna be walking, so I assume we should cut to Yin.
Yin's story is taking place like the next day, so I think you should at least get to the part where you guys are sleeping before we cut to me. Well, just say you guys camped out until the poison wore off of Elbin, and then we cut the Yin.
Okay.
Probably not realize if they see that and try to say, "Torch, oh my god, oh my god."
Forgot to mute.
So, since Gilroy and Elbin are basically camping out until Elbin is no longer knocked out by the poison, are they basically just taking a long rest and we're going to the next day where it's Yin stuff?
Would we all like to do this?
Yes.
All right. All right then. Yeah, we all agree. All right then. Yin, you get up. You wake up. You remember that you have the misty swirlings of your dream as they float away. You know, just little misty swirlings. You remember that girl appeared. That girl that walked past before you fell asleep. Anyway, so yeah.
Yin would like to get out of the forest that he purposely took a detour into, get back onto the main road, and would Yin know if the pathway to where he's going has a smooth road from where he's going, or whether or not it'll be like a nice trip on the way there? Can know when to conserve his wild shapes.
He has traveled around. As far as he knows, it is a fairly smooth path.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not. It's not a paved road. It's a dirt road, but it's a smooth dirt road.
Okay. Yin's going to decide that he's just going to walk the way there, just in case anything happens. Walk way there until he's about, it's like 2 hours till dusk, and then he's gonna turn to a horse for the rest of the 2 hours to try and make the rest of the way there in case anything happens. And what was it? 3 days until he gets to, what was it? The Shogun. They are apparently the only person who could help him.
Wait, were the day before? Were you walking as a human or as a horse?
I was a horse I was a horse for most of the way, and then once it came nightfall, I went over to the woods and just started sleeping.
If you continue as a horse for all of today, then you can expect to get there by nightfall.
Okay. Ian would like to turn into a horse and would like to full sprint, try and make it there.
After about an hour of travel, you meet a small flame with no torch. It's white and it burns in the middle of the road.
We'll stop to examine it. Still a horse, since now I get 2 hours since I reached level 4, so that's great. Like 2 hours of wild shape, apparently. So I'll just try and examine the flame as a horse to see if it does anything.
How close do you get to it?
Close enough that I could try and feel its heat to see how hot it is.
Yes. Once you get close to it, it explodes, and your eyes, well, you're blinded by the light, but by the time your vision returns, you see that there are uh, four, how would I describe these? Skeleton bandits? Undead bandits? Not quite skeletons, like very thin zombie bandits.
Okay, okay.
They're not quite skeletons, they still have some flesh on them, but they're very thin. Not a lot of flesh.
Quick question.
Okay.
Do any of them happen to be the one zombie that Elbing met?
No, the
Did
zombie
that
that
matter? Yeah.
the zombie that
Oh.
Elbin met had most of its body intact. Mostly.
Question. Does Yin recognize any of these zombies as his uncle's work? Since his uncle is a sort of necromancer.
Who is a necromancer?
Didn't the other group go on a whole side trek to go to what's his name? I believe they went to Sasuke's tower to try and find out how to resurrect Yin, and Sasuke was making a bunch of turning his old crew into a bunch of like basically golems, flesh golems.
No, I mean,
The person the group got sold into slavery for.
I mean, you never really met Sasuke. Never saw his creations. Nor did you ever meet, Shinkite.
Okay, makes sense. A lot of family. Yin doesn't seem to be that keen on meeting family members that much, so it would make sense. Do they look like the zombies are going towards Yin or any particular settlement near the area? Or do they look like they're just zombies on the road?
I said they were armed.
Oh, they're armed.
I didn't mean they had. I didn't mean they had. I didn't mean they were armed as in they had their arms. I meant like they have swords and shields, and they're
I
prepared
know.
for a fight.
Does it look like they're trying? Okay.
Yes, it looks like
Which
they're
direction does it look
blocking
like
the
they're-
way. They are standing there with their swords drawn, their shields up, as if they are blocking the path.
Ooh, that is unfortunate for them. I would like to attempt to, nobly as I am in my riding horse form, I would like to attempt to trample these fools and continue on the road.
So you're saying that you just want to just get past them, you don't want any fights. That what
I'd
you're
like
saying?
to trample them.
Are you trampling, or are you trying to just
I
run
mean-
past them? Are you trying to run through them and break their formation, or are you actually trying to attack? Do you want to fight or not?
I'm trying to hurt as much as I can hurt them and try and get past them so the next people who have to deal with them will have an easier time.
Okay,
Yin is on a mission.
in that case, if you're not trying to get into a fight, yeah, you can get past. Yes.
I'll go
Yes.
past them. Yin's on a mission. He does not have time for these creations.
Yeah. If you're trying to fight, then I would say roll an
Or-
but you're not trying to fight. You just want to go. So yeah. Okay, you can get past. Alright then.
Yin's probably going to regret that, but no one. He's Ghost. Very few people will even acknowledge him. And there is no way that he would be looked at as a hero in the eyes of anyone who passes by, since I don't think most people are around, so he'd just keep going towards the Shogun. The more I think about it, Ian is less of a doing good acts just because he can, and more of a he wants to be seen as a hero to the public, but since there's no one here to see him as a hero, he's just gonna keep going. He's just gonna continue on his way.
Yeah, you'll just keep going. Alright.
Like a bit, give me a second. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Ian would like to continue on the pathway for another hour until he has to transform into a horse again. Just because this will make it much easier. Oh yeah, does Yin pass by any settlements on his way to the Shogun?
Yes.
Yin would like to slightly divert his path to see if there's any food that he can get, since he would like to enjoy some actual food to try and get the metallic taste of whatever else he ate out of his mouth. He's going to try and see if he can scrounge some food as a horse. If some kid wants to go pet him, give him like an apple or something.
There's an unguarded basket of apples.
As a horse, I take some. Who are they going to charge? The horse?
Somebody returns just in time to see you, the horse, stealing their apples, and they start chasing you. You managed to eat
Good luck with this.
You managed to eat 4 apples, but yeah, now you're being chased by somebody angry with a fork, a pitchfork.
Good luck with that, peasant. And I just charge off back on the road.
They're a very fast peasant. They're very a fast peasant, and it takes you until you get to the road for them to be a good enough distance behind you that they stop chasing. However, that was a rather unsatisfying 4 apples.
The peasant is disgusting apples. Maybe if his apples were better, he would have sold more and there wouldn't have been enough for me to steal. It's his fault, really.
Oh shit, the Elven is rubbing off on you.
Oh god, it is. It would like to continue on the path before he goes further into the dark side.
The dark side is a pathway to many unnatural but powerful abilities.
I hope Ian never has to go that path. He does not want to be another Elben, but with literacy.
So, another way along the road, you encounter a bearded man taking a nap in the middle of the road.
Okay, Yin's not that evil. He's not going to trample the guy. He's gonna try and pull him out of the middle of the road as a horse because he's not that mean.
He doesn't wake up while you're dragging him. I mean, he breathes, but he doesn't wake up.
That's why. I'll just go move him off the road. That'll be enough. Just want to make sure he's just not going to die in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Wait, how far back is that settlement?
Like,
Far back is that settlement?
I don't know, like 40 minutes?
I'm taking him back. Yeah, no. I'm just going to keep going forward.
Alright, after about another 20 minutes of running, you find yourself out of your horsometer.
Makes sense. I did take a couple of detours.
1 hour plus 40 minutes plus 20 minutes is 2 hours.
Yeah. Seems fair. Okay. Since I am out of wild shapes, I've been going as a horse for about 4 hours at that point. Which is the fact that I'm out of both my wild shapes. It is going to just run the rest of the way there until he gets to about nighttime. And he's going to look to see if he can find a nearby settlement, since sleeping in the woods not as comfortable as he remembers. Oddly enough.
Well, you can find a settlement to sleep. And you do get to the place near the Shogun, who a pretty few hours away. Wait, what? No. Okay, you get there before nightfall. The city, and you get to the city before nightfall.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, do you want to visit him right away, or do you want to wait until tomorrow?
Ian would feel like this is a matter of urgency. I would like to visit him as long as he knows it's not going to irritate him. Feels like this is urgent, but Ian doesn't want to irritate him, so if it's still like early enough where it won't like irritate him to be visited at this hour, then he's going to go in there and visit him.
The sun has not set yet. I mean, I think Yin would think it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, Yin would like to go in, walk casually up there, not running or anything, and he's going to put away all his weapons just to make sure he doesn't seem like he's threatening anyone, and would like to diplomatically come over there.
You find him, as usual, working out in the temple. Which is where you expected to find him.
Okay, nice. If he notices me or looks in my direction, Yin's going to give him a curt, respectful bow. Picture. No ill will is intended.
He does notice. He stands up and goes over to put on a shirt before he talks to you. Oi, oi, oi! Yeah.
Hello, Shogun.
You don't look very corporeal, lad. What happened to you?
It is a very long and taxing story. Yeah, I'll save you the details. Basically, I'll save you the boring details. Basically, I was out adventuring with a couple of friends and an elf, and then I somehow died in a church
Wow.
because I had to for him. I'm sorry, warlord. I'm sorry, war criminal Elbin. Do you have a problem with not being called his friend? You tried to waterboard a guy, but this is crossing the line for you. Okay. Right. Uh, I had to lie for him, and then I died because obviously I kind of, in a lapse of judgment, lied in a freaking church. So then I got my way into the underworld, yada yada yada, went digging around, got teleported to Pandemonium, which crazy again. Then I met a hobbit who I may or may not have mistaken for a thieving goblin. Gave him some help. He helped me get back here, but I seem to be a bit displaced from my body from the moment. So I was hoping that you could help me. Just a bit.
"10 days."
What?
10 days. I gave you that mission 10 days ago.
It seemed only like a week. Huh. I'm
I
seems
sent...
to get a little bit different.
How is it that you somehow managed to deviate from your mission so far that all that could happen in 10 days?
Oh, right. I forgot to fill you in on the other details. You see, we sort of gotten dimensionally displaced, and I ended up having to face my last cruise killer. That was not fun for me. So then I got abducted by a giant turkey, fought that. Then we landed into a beach town. Then we saved it from from a small demon invasion, and then the demon followed us again to the next town over, and then as far as I remember, uh, uncle of mine had a sort of altercation with a god worm again. After that, I died. It was all a blur. I think I heard some roaring from some powerful beast from inside wherever I was. So all this happened. Oh, yeah, and we've had a number of deaths, including a cook and our last captain, which made me acting captain.
You went off looking for my head, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. That was just so fun for me. We ended up picking up a small, tubby dwarven artificer on the way there, and a annoying elf who was inside the thing that sort of transported me back to my cruise killer. So that was a surprise I did not expect. This is very taxing on my mind.
Alright then. Alright then. You have new orders. That killer.
Sir?
That killer. Yeah. I want him dead. You've got to kill him. And you've got to bring me back his head. I know who you're talking about, and I remember that day well. For you, it might have been the most important day of your life. And for me, it was just another day. But I do have quite a good memory, so I do know who that is.
Trust me, sir. I will take this mission with great care.
Many of my soldiers have died, but you are special because, after all, you do have the same blood that I do.
I thank you, sir. So, I feel like
Right then.
before I could properly do that, though, I would need to be returned to my body and get the rest of my new crew back. I may be strong, but I don't think I can handle it alone. He might still. I might still have problems facing him, no matter how powerful I am, just due to the circumstances behind him and history I have with him.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.
Give me your hand.
Yin gives him his hand. He then points to his pets and say, "Oh yeah, this is Scarf. This is Bourbon. I picked up some more pets. Hope you don't mind."
I don't. Just as long as you can do the mission.
Tell you again, sir.
Oriko. Kongoni. Alright, you'll need this. I have placed a seal on you. You are bound to this here mannequin, which will hold your soul temporarily until you can get back to your real body.
Thank you. This will do fine.
As for your pets, you'll have to find their bodies too.
Sounds
What?
reasonable.
I can put them into mannequins as well if you like.
Yes, that would suit very well. Thank you very much. Just one more thing, if you don't mind me asking. Do you know where the direction of my body is? I would like to start heading there as soon as possible to complete your mission.
That way. You can get there in less than a day. You can get there in less than a day. Though it's not the place you died. I can feel the texture on you. You were transported quite a distance.
There's some good news. Hopefully, that means that at least my crew has survived enough to take me to some place. I hope that it's I do hope it's my crew and not whatever beast made that sound I heard. Cross dimensions, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for all your help, sir. I'm going to take a brief rest for the night in the settlement nearby, and then I will make my way immediately come morning. And then Yin leaves if he doesn't have anything else to say to him.
Alright then. Out in the
Go on, go pick him.
out in the street, you encounter a few thugs. Ho 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 ho! I see. Oh, yuck yuck yuck! So you think you're a big hotshot, huh? You talking to the big man?
Trample them.
You talking to the big man? Hmm? Come on. Come on, tell us what you got. Hand it over, lad. Ha 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 ha! Ho ho!
Are they mugging a mannequin, or are they mugging someone else and Yin just happens to see?
They are mugging you, the mannequin.
Trample them. Give in to your
Are they-
urges
Are
of
they
the dark
holding
side.
any sort of
Joy
metal
and Elbin.
at all? No. This is different from what Elbin's doing. You're hurting innocents. I'm protecting myself.
It's
There is
true.
a clear difference between what I'm doing and what you're
Elbin
doing.
only does what's for the benefit of the group.
No, that is false.
That is completely false.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Elvin does
Are they
what they
holding
do.
anything?
True.
are they
It's
holding
helping the group.
any sort of metal at all?
Yes.
Or metal? Ooh, perfect. I am going. What metal objects are they holding? Are they like metal weapons or wearing metal armor?
Yeah, they have metal. Okay, they're wearing metal forearm guards and they have metal swords.
Ooh, that really sucks for them. I'm going to go. Are we rolling initiative, or can I cast a spell now?
Yeah, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun.
What do you got?
I got a 7, and I have a +1 for initiative, so my initiative is 8. Does Mannequin Yin have the same health as regular Yin? No.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Most of them are gonna die, probably. Hopefully, they'll just run away after the first few attacks.
High rolls 7. Okay, Yin gets 7. The
Yin
bad.
technically has 8 since he has +1 to initiative.
Okay. The bandits roll a 4 and a 12.
I guess one has time to flee. Two bandits are attacking a mannequin. Oh, this is going to inspire some sort of haunted legend after what I do to them.
Okay. I ought to explain. You are not like when I say a mannequin. You are not a store you're not like one of those things that you see in like Macy's that models the clothes.
I was thinking more like a wooden puppet version of Yin.
No. Now, when he brought you out, you were a black, featureless, human-shaped object. But when you merged with the mannequin, it looks like you, it feels like you, it smells like you. Without magic, it's you. Okay, like without using magic, you can't really tell the difference between that and Yin's proper body. Because it's magic mannequin.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they're not attacking a wooden doll.
Okay, good.
It may be made out
Let's
of
hope.
wood, but it's magic wood. It doesn't look like wood.
Okay, okay. I understand this a little bit better now. Okay,
Anyway,
what's the first bandit going to do?
well, the same bandit who was saying "hoo hoo hoo" goes and attempts to use a bull rush. Um, what? You must do a dexterity save for this.
14.
14. Yeah, that succeeds. He managed to dodge out of the way, and he ends up tripping over his feet and tumbling on the ground.
Is it Ian's turn now?
Yeah, that's all he. Yeah, that's all he could do. That's all the bandit could do. Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, how nice! I see the guy charge at me, sidestep out of the way.